Alright guys, here we are heading out to Wasilla. Should be a quick 30-minute drive out there. It's a beautiful day in Anchorage, Alaska, so it's definitely worth the drive to get out anyway. So we should have some fun. We have Mal here. Mal's driving.
As always.
So if I do buy it, I'll be driving the Honda Accord back. If you guys don't know, my first car was a 97 Honda Accord that my parents bought for me when I graduated high school. Super great car. I did so many adventures on the Honda Accord. Like I literally drove, me and Mal and myself, we drove all around Alaska in that Honda Accord. And then after the Honda Accord, that's when I bought the Toyota pickup truck. And then I also bought a Chevy truck for hunting season. And then now I'm back on the Honda Odyssey. So today I might be buying another new car. It's an old car to me. It's an old car, but it's a new car to me. What kind of car we're getting? It's a 92 Honda Accord. Pretty old school, but I always wanted like an old school car, something good for gas and stuff like that. So it's a 92 Honda Accord. We'll check it out and see how it goes. They're asking $2,000, but I was willing to talk it down to $1,700. So hopefully, if it's good, we'll go for $1,700. If there's some bad stuff, then we'll talk it down more.
Where?
No, left. Right there, guys. Honda Accord. Alright guys, so what happened to the vlog? I guess I didn't have time to vlog, but to make the story short, I did end up buying it for $1,700. So I took it for a test drive. Every time I go buy a car, I always take it to the local auto shop, like AutoZone, O'Reilly's, and parts store, and I have them check the battery and alternator. So what I did was when I took it to the test drive, took it to AutoZone, and they tested it, and it had a bad alternator. So I was thinking about not buying it, but then I thought about it. I was like, man, alternator is only about $100. I'll just go ahead and buy it, and if it does go bad, I'll replace it. So anyways, I bought it for $1,700. Me and Mal, we drove it home, we cleaned it, and then it was about a 50-mile trip from Wasilla to Anchorage. So later that evening, I took it for a quick drive to downtown to go take some photos with it, and then I stopped at my friend's workplace. And after I was done talking to my buddies at his shop, I left and I went to go start the car, and the car would not start at all. So automatically I thought that, hey, this is probably the bad alternator. So we got the jumper cables out, jump started, and the car was getting absolutely no power at all. Like I say, absolutely no power. So to make it short, we towed it home. The next day I went through so much to troubleshoot. I went through the battery, the fuses, I checked everything. I went and replaced the main relay, which was like $60. And then I did some research, and they were saying that the ignition might be bad. So I took out the ignition, replaced it. It wasn't the ignition. I returned it, and then when I was gonna put back the old ignition, I ended up breaking it. And then later, homeboy Shane, he's like a Honda guy, he comes through, takes a look at my car, and he was wiggling all the wires around. He was just wiggling the battery wires, and then guess what? What do you know? The car starts. So to make the story short, the car was in great shape. It had a bad positive terminal cable. So the positive cable for the battery was really loose or bad. It looked like it was really tight, but it was really corroded, and I guess it was like really bulky, and the clamp wasn't fully clamping it. So we took that off, cleaned it, replaced it. And then what do you know, boom, the car starts, and guess what, the alternator wasn't bad. When I took it to AutoZone, they said it was bad because it couldn't get a nicely fully read on the batteries. So that's probably why it got a faulty alternator. The car ended up to be in good shape. I wasted the money on the relay. I also ended up breaking the ignition, so I had to buy one on eBay. I just bought it this morning. It was $100. It should be here by Saturday, but I can still start the car with a screwdriver. So right now I'm driving it. It's a good car. So that's pretty much what happened the day I bought it, and the next day. That's why I was so busy and I didn't have time to be on social media. I was just messing around my car. But so far the car runs really good. So let's get into the video. Check out my car.